Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm just going to notify while everybody joins that I'm live. Hi guys, welcome. Hi everyone. Happy Friday, TGIF, right? Happy 4th of July weekend. I'm back. Hi guys, so I'm going to burn some Palo Santo just to clear the energy. Hope everybody's doing well. I'd like to do these in the evening, but it's kind of like my time where I do readings and stuff. So I'm like, it's just like, this is for all you guys out there, my rays of light. Everybody. Just letting everybody know. If you know someone, if you have like a Facebook group or you're tuning in and you want them to join us, please have them join us. Let them know, like, he's on. Got a lot to say, let me see here. Let me just screenshot this and then put it in my Instagram. Hi, everybody. So I'm just notifying the notification squad that I'm going live on YouTube. Thank you for being here, guys. So, wow, it's been a lot going on with the Vanessa case and just like so many of the other things. How crazy is that, though? How crazy is that? That a lot of the stuff that I had said on that reading were very much on point. Like it's scary. Like I even get scared sometimes on my own gift and the gift that Spirit provides, for this, for us as mediums or spirit. But I'm praying for her mom and her sisters and the family in general. I don't know if I want to read Giselle or whatever her name is, the Epstein accomplice thingy. That's very dark energy to be tuning into. I may end up doing a reading on her. But notice how like all these people, this cabal, this the dark people. Hey Loretta, hey sweetie, hey Sharonda, all these dark people in the world right now that are part of this. I'm not gonna even say it on here because if I say something, I'll be demonetized if I use just one word of it. But you know who I'm talking about, the perverts. They're all being caught, and I'm just like, thank God, they need to be put away for many, many, many years. If not, luckily we don't live in the time of like the 1600s when our ancestors did, when, they would take it upon themselves for justice and stuff. But it is crazy, 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 crazy. I'm just looking at that. Hi, everyone. Yeah, Lance. Hey, Lance. Cult. That's what they are, like cults. So crazy. So I got a lot of things going on. I want to talk about one thing that first, big announcement. That's why I came on here. One of the reasons I came out on here. Marilyn Rail says, I think a lot. They are. So I have a big announcement for all of my rays of light. For those of you that are tuning in, Okay, so my Starseed Footstep Oracle cards, you remember those? I wish I had them here with me right now. I don't have them. Remember I had told y'all that it was limited edition. Well, big news drop, okay? Very soon you're going to be able to pre-order them, but they have been revamped, meaning that there is now a second edition to these cards. So I had had a fancy kind of like box. It's like the magnetic clasp done. It's not like in the box. For those of you that have purchased my cards before and know what I'm talking about, those Oracle cards, they're going to be entirely different. It's going to be an entirely different box, and they're going to be larger. So they're going to be tarot size. They're not going to be like the miniature tarot, or Oracle cards. So it's the second edition. The outside design, I can't wait to show it to you, is entirely different. And then I have another Oracle deck that is coming out in the fall that is actually a new deck, completely new. So, yeah, I had to come on here to let you know what is coming up. So new cards, a second edition. They're going to be the same cards, but the designs are different. These you probably won't be able to easily carry in your purse, but you could, or when you travel, like my other ones. The other ones I consider the ones that I'm selling now, they're kind of like more miniature, but this other ones are not. These are going to be like tarot size. So I'm so excited. It's going to be very, very fun. Yes, it's coming very, very soon. I'm just waiting to receive the shipment of them. And then I'll probably start doing the pre-ordering once I can get the actual shipment and start taking pictures of what they look like. And then taking pre-orders for that. So I'm really, really happy for that. And then also getting the other project lined up. Happy for that as well. And then I'm going to be coming out with a new protection, well, a new oil. But the oil is going to be a money drawing oil for those of you that are struggling financially. So I'm going to be doing that. So far I have the Dulce Amor for love, the Banish oil for protection, and now I'm going to have a money drawing oil coming out. So I'm working hard behind the scenes, honey. So I'm just looking at the comments here. I'm so happy that y'all are excited. I'm very excited. I'm getting a lot of DMs and stuff from people from my Rays of Light out there that are talking about the Vanessa case. A lot of developments are going on. I did a video yesterday. If you haven't checked it out, go and check it out. It was more of a commentary about my opinions, my beliefs on the stuff. And I still stand true that a lot of the stuff that is coming out in the media is just partial, but it's a cover-up for the cover-up. There is a lot. It runs very deep. I also wanted to say something that I didn't really get to talk too much in the video yesterday about her case. But when I can't say certain things on here, of course, because of the content. But one of the things that I did share, and I don't know for those of you that are my Patreon Platinum members, where I share additional insights that I can't share here. One of the things that I told you on, for those of you that are members, if you're out there, raise your hand, leave an emoticon, or just write Platinum so I know who you are. Maybe y'all remember. I had said that it's something I had not revealed on the YouTube first reading that I did on her. I had revealed and said that in the additional content that I had seen that she was possibly dismembered, if I'm not mistaken. And I may share a screenshot of that there was a dismemberment. That really was, okay, so Chelsea remembers that. Loretta, do you remember that? Madi? Do you guys remember that I had done like an insight after the reading and I had said that? That's scary. Like, this is some scary shit. Excuse my language. That, spirit brought forth. That's how I'm like, I feel this in my body. Like, people ask me as a medium, how do you know? Is this always happened to you? No, but as a physical medium, I can feel like when parts of my, it's hard to explain and it's creepy. And if you are not used to it, you could feel sick, like very, very sick. It's almost like I felt, and a lot of people, when I did her first reading, people heard her. I felt her, and a lot of people heard her spirit with me. She was on the right side of me. And I remember I had chills, and how I can explain it is that I felt like my body was being cut, like literally in pieces. Like, and that's kind of graphic to say here, and I'm sorry to say that for those of you that are sensitive and empaths, but I wanted to talk about it because people are so evil, and this is real. Like mediumship gifts are real. Am I going to say I'm always accurate in readings and stuff? No. And no psychic that it truly is psychic is going to be 100% spot on. But there's things as mediums that spirit, when they do come through, they will make you feel in your body. And I remember after I did her reading for 2 days, I was extremely sick, like energetically just tired. I felt a lot of pain on my neck. On the back of my neck, my body was aching. And so I was like, oh my God, these are symptoms of COVID. And I started freaking out. I was like, I hope that I don't have COVID and stuff. And I knew the spirit was like, no, it's not COVID. It's the reading that you did. So this is the reason that I don't do these type of things a lot of these kind of readings that y'all want me to do. I know that there's a lot more out there. There's another guy from Fort Hood. His name was Morales. Thank you, Karina, for the donation. Guys, if you want to support me, let me drop here. You can do it here on YouTube, or let me give you my Venmo. It's at Psychic Medium Ray, and my Cash App is so I felt that in my body, and I felt very sick for like 2 or 3 days, and I tried the spiritual bath and stuff, but that doesn't really help. Doing those kind of things, like when you process death and you really are having a connection, yeah, and that doesn't always help. It takes time to recharge myself, and that's why I hadn't been on here for doing the lives. I just hope justice is served, because there's more bodies on that Fort Hood. There are more bodies, like hundreds. Like, well, I don't want to say hundreds, but there's bodies on that whole acreage, miles, like for miles out of different spots. They're gonna find more bodies there. So yeah, this is crazy. That place is not safe. Like, I can feel the darkness when I tune into Fort Hood, and it's not a place that I would want to be in. It's something about the place itself also that makes people go crazy and makes them almost like, I feel like there are demons on that land. The ancient energy that is demonic, that is like a vortex, the portal and stuff, and it's everywhere, and it affects everybody. Anybody that would be in Fort Hood would be affected in some kind of way or feel it. And so I feel like the people that carried this out were already dark, low vibrations, and I also honestly feel like they were possessed by a demon, and they carried it out. Only a demon. Think about it. Demonic activity is the only kind of activity that would be so heinous and have that much anger at a human being to dismember and do things like that. So this is like very, very dark stuff that we're talking about. It's been going on for years. Spirit says from the 1970s. I don't know when Fort Hood opened up or what it was before it was Fort Hood. I don't know how many years it's been Fort Hood, but they kept telling me from the 1970s till now it's gotten worse. So I'm imagining that there are things that are hidden there or buried there from the 1970s, people that went missing, that, again, we didn't have media. We didn't have people that were really vouching. If soldiers died, they were, notified by their family that they were dead or whatever. And they never really did the investigations. But there's a lot of stuff going on for years. And we're talking about like 40-something years. Sarah Johnson says there's a cult mentality there. Definitely a cult. There's something dark, very dark there. And I feel like it is demonic energy. And I'm talking about real life demons. Like, people don't believe demons exist. Trust me, they exist. And not to strike fear or, your beliefs may be different than mine, but they do exist. And I feel like they're there. Evil has run rampant. Debbie Marie says, evil has run rampant for so long. It's coming to light now. Hold on. It's going to get, oh my God, yes, it is. But on the other side of that, I had said that on July 4th, tomorrow, there's a special alignment of all the planets. They're going to be directly in alignment with the sun. I do feel like it's a turning point for the positive for all of us. So things are going to get better, but we're still going to see shakeups in the world. A lot of the darkness that's being exposed. And if you have seen them, then you know, yes, and I have. So I know. And those of you that have seen demons will know. And usually when I see them, I'm fighting them in my dreams. And I'm not, I mean, like fighting like they're attacking me. I'm like an exorcist banishing them from my space. And I know that's part of my path here, here on Earth. It was revealed to me that that was like part of my path to be like a demonologist or an exorcist. But I don't want to do it. And I just don't want to. When I was 3, I called him Batman. Who are you talking about, Jamie? Too? Oh, the demon? That's, yeah. A lot of kids see them, honestly, but they don't know that they are or what they are. They think that they're like their imaginary best friend because they take shape-shifting and stuff. So talking about that case, and then the Light Warrior. Yeah, my name actually means wise protector. Raymond Guzman, it means wise protector, really. Hi, Lisette Camacho. You said you finally caught me live. Miss Tasha says, husband used to be stationed there. There was one of his favorite places, lived outside Fort Hood for a few years, have heard crime has gotten really bad there from the friends that have lived there in the past 10 years. Yes. I think like in the 70s, we started, there started being a lot more darkness, and then it's progressively gotten worse. I don't know. Just it attracts a lot of people that are not stable, but maybe want to serve the country. And again, I'm not talking about like all soldiers. It's not every one of them. And a lot of them are innocent. They didn't even know that this case of Vanessa was going on. In 1941, it was a Camp Hood. Jackie Robinson was stationed there. Nuclear weapons were held in the tunnels in 1947 there. Okay. That explains what is going on. And the tunnels itself is where the demons would hide. If those tunnels are still there, that's where the demonic energy is coming from. That's where the vortexes are open. And they're coming out, and they can possess people. The people that did this to Vanessa were definitely influenced. This is not the act of just a serial killer, even though they are serial killers there. This is the act of a demon. She had something in her that they didn't want for others to, that she had so much light in her. She had so much purpose that they wanted to extinguish that light. And that's how demons operate. They see people like myself, Vanessa, people like you out there that have a lot of light, and they don't want you to exist. They want to take you out. They want to take you down. They want to do something to attack you personally because it upsets them when they see you. Your light irritates their demons that they have. So that's what it really boils down to. I'm not buying everything that's coming out of how, bludgeoned, yes. Dismembered, yes. All of that, yes, yes, yes. But the other things, when it pertains to the case itself and what was the motivating factor, and that, he committed suicide, and that, I'm not buying all that. There's cover up for a cover up. The whole thing with the mask now, it's very symbolic. It's very New World Order. I don't come for me in the comments. I know that a lot of people don't agree. They want to, wear the mask. You've been told if you wear the mask, you'll prevent that virus from happening. You're going to save lives and stuff. But I'm coming from the point that I'm living in Texas. Okay, I'm in Texas right now. The numbers in Texas are going up because so many people, right, were saying that we weren't wearing masks and that we were doing all of this and doing that. People are wearing masks and they're still getting the virus. Now, tell me how the mask is stopping people from getting the virus. Okay, so I'm just speaking the truth here. People don't have to agree. But the mask is not protecting people from the virus because you still have eyes here. And the virus can still get, if somebody sneezes in the air next to you and those particles go into you and you don't wear glasses or goggles, they're going to get into your eyes. Are we going to cover ourselves up and live in a suit, a bubble suit? This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So you're still going to get it. You're going to get it some way. And this is the truth. The whole purpose of the mask itself is symbolic. It's very New World Order. It's darkness. Think of a person. You cover your mouth. Have you ever seen those celebrities cover their mouth? They're covering the truth. It's a cover-up. They don't want you to speak. It's very symbolic. So even if it's on surface, somebody, Yinian says, let me show this. She says, virus on surface, you can pick it up that way. Exactly. Touching something. The mask is not going to, it's for control. Okay? It's a sign of allegiance. Exactly. It's a sign of control. You're giving up your rights for it. So in Texas, they made an order or something about wearing masks. It was mandatory in certain places. Then they did an amendment that if you are a kid 2 years or younger, you don't have to wear a mask. If you have breathing problems like COPD, for those of you that don't know what COPD is, chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder. If you have cystic fibrosis, if you have asthma, you can be exempt from wearing a mask, right? The thing is, how can business owners know who has these symptoms and who doesn't want to wear it? So I'm like sitting here and I'm looking at all of this that's going through the media and filtering. And I'm like laughing at it. I'm like, seriously, what are you going to do? Ask somebody to, violate somebody's, like if you're a business owner, violate somebody's HIPAA medical information, discriminate against them because you don't want them in your establishment without a mask. You're going to kick them out. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And how can you hold them, and then some people in the comments on these news articles locally that I was looking at, they were like, well, we can get a doctor's disclosure or get like a card that says that they are exempt from wearing a mask, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, people, we have never up until this point in history of time have needed to wear masks. Why now? Wake up. There is so much more than, I'm not saying that the mask cannot help prevent a virus and stuff, but people are asleep spiritually, and they're allowing these groups of dark world, New World Order and stuff to get, I can't breathe through a mask. I can't breathe well through a mask. I have trouble. I have upper respiratory problems, borderline asthma. Like, for me to wear a mask, it's very, very difficult. So you know what I did? They didn't specify what kind of mask you could wear. They just said, you have to wear a mask, honey. So I went and ordered some lace masks. Yes, lace. And I don't care how ridiculous I look. If I have to wear a mask, I'm going to damn sure make sure that I can breathe. Okay, I'm not dying for anybody. The other day I went to get my hair did at the salon. The girl had the bleach on my hair, and she was like, I'm going to put you under a dryer. I was like, and keep in mind that I had to keep that mask, those blue masks, over my nose. And she was like, I'm going to put you under the dryer. I lasted like 30 seconds under that dryer, and I felt like I was dying. I kid you not. I was like, girl, I can't do this. Either the hair processes like the way it's going to process, or just get me out of here, rinse it out and take it off, because I am not going under that dryer. You can kill a person. Your oxygen levels can be diminished with a mask going under a dryer. And think about where I live and where other people live, like Florida, California, Texas. We're the hottest zones in summertime, okay? We're not talking, okay, if you've never been to where I live, like the Texas coast, southeast Texas coast, by the ocean, by the Gulf, we're talking about like vapor. Think of it like being inside of a hot sauna, like triple heat coming at you, and wearing a mask over that. And then going and jogging, going and exercising, going and walking in places that are hot. It's just over hot. And like, you can pass out. People have died from wearing a mask. And I'm not coming on here to be like, oh, I'm not supportive of wearing the mask. You want me to wear the mask, honey? I'm going to wear the mask, but I'm going to be bougie as F while I'm wearing that mask. And it's going to be lace. And I don't care if you call me gay, whatever. It is what it is. I'm going to wear it regardless. So my friend Candy and myself, we both ordered, and my friend Jennifer, we've ordered some lace masks, and I'm wearing the lace mask, and I'm stylish. And I went to the dentist yesterday to get my teeth worked on. They were laughing at me. They were like, "Oh my God, you're so extra." I was like, "Yes, I am," because I'm that one rebel that's going to go against the norms. Like, you want me to go ahead and wear a mask? Okay, I'll wear a mask, but it's going to be, watch. Now they're going to go out there because they saw Ray Ray, and they're going to be like, now, you cannot wear a lace mask. You cannot wear a sheer mask. You have, just give me some damn pair of pantyhose, and I'm just going to put it on my face, you know, and wear that. I'll just tear up some stockings and put them around my face, because I am not about to be wearing no damn mask in 115-degree weather. And those people that are in California and Florida, or you are experiencing a heat wave, you know what I'm talking about. It's unrealistic. It's unrealistic. And I'm passionate about it. Yeah, some people are saying about panties. Panties under. Give me some drawers, something. I'll put it over my mouth. I don't care, because I'd rather breathe through something that's breathable. Fishnet stockings. Give me some fishnet stockings. I will cut it up. I will bedazzle it. I will put some bling on it. I'll hang some crystals on it. But I am wearing something that I can breathe. So anyways, I was there, and I was like, God, I can breathe so well with this mask, and it's fashionable and stuff. And actually, I have it here, so let me show it to y'all. I carry it in my wallet because it's light and portable. So yeah, let me show you how bougie my mask is. Okay, they want me to wear my mask, right? So I got it for them. This is my mask. It's lace. Look, and it's washable, and I did wash it after. That's another thing. If you're wearing a fabric mask, wash it every time that you come back home before you go out, because all the dust particles and stuff. Now look at this. You want a mask, honey? I'll give you a mask. Okay. I have my lace mask and stuff like this. So I'm that one rebel that's going to places with the bougie lace mask, and I'm getting eyes. Sorry, it's kind of, you got to get out. But I have everybody looking at me and staring at me like I'm crazy. They're like, that's not going to cover the germs. That's really see-through. I'm like, honey, I'm not worried at this point at 38 years old. I have pre-existing conditions. If it's my time, it's my time. I'm not going to worry about the mask portion. You know, it's crazy. Like, we're living in fear. I know a lot of you, honey, go and get yourself some lace. Go and cut up some lace. Go get some fabric from Joann's, from Hobby Lobby or somewhere, and make yourself a mask that's lace, so you can breathe, especially if you live in South Texas. It is hot. It is hot. But in all seriousness, it's hot. And like, I can't breathe well. People have good, healthy lungs. I'm not super healthy. I have existing conditions that I'm not going to mention here, but I can't breathe. And if you can't breathe, why are you, you know, that's the whole thing. Like with George Floyd too, that was the whole time, can't breathe. He kept telling people he couldn't breathe, you know, and we're forcing these things on us, you know, and it's ridiculous. It's not stopping the virus. It's not. I mean, you can say that it's helping. It's statistics and there's science behind it. The science and statistics don't mean anything to me or to other people. The proof is there that people are still getting it. It's when you take off the mask, you know, you're exposed. Like if you live in apartments that are close knit, that air that you breathe, it's going to come in. It's airborne. The virus is not as bad as people are. I did another experiment. I called up to a hospital in Houston. And I'm not going to say which hospital. And I told them that I was a reporter from YouTube, that I was doing research. And I wanted to know if their hospitals were full capacity. If they were really full capacity for COVID patients. That's how I asked the lady from there. Girl, let me tell you, they put me on hold on a number that was an extension on the phone that didn't get to anybody. So I hung up. That tells me that they're not full capacity in every single hospital in Houston, Texas. Okay? People are making up shit. And that's like stupid because I'm from Texas, and a lot of people, I've had nurses that are from Texas that are in the Houston area or San Antonio or in these areas that they work in the hospital. They're saying, Ray, it's not true. The media is hyping shit up. It's all an agenda. It's all an agenda. The hospitals are not full capacity where people are all on ventilators like New York. This is not like New York. So, yeah, if you want to believe the news and you want to believe that they are telling you the truth, they're not. Trust me. I know they probably couldn't have disclosed that information, but still, why hang up? I mean, why transfer me to a number that if you have nothing to hide? I mean, it's just a general question. Is your hospital full capacity? I don't believe it. See, Miss Tasha says the brother-in-law and nurse is a nurse in Cali. Never seen a COVID case. Never. I'm not saying that the COVID's not real, because it is. There are hospitals. New York was the epicenter of it. We saw bodies, you know, but it's not everywhere like that, especially now. Yeah, the ventilators are a death sentence. So what they were treating people, like here in Texas, what they were doing is like, actually, instead of putting them on the ventilator, they were lying them on their stomach. So that way the lower part of your lungs, the lobes on the very bottom of your lungs could breathe through this. So they were having people lie on their stomach instead of putting them on a ventilator before they would put them on a ventilator. This mask are bad for your respiratory. You're suppressing yourself. That carbon dioxide that you're breathing in over time is going to watch all these health providers and all these people. My heart goes out to them because they have to wear masks. They're forced to for their profession for hours. And watch a lot of these people start developing health problems, respiratory problems after they stop. You know, eventually there's going to be a point where we won't have to wear masks. But yeah, we should have rights whether or not we want to wear masks. And if you're scared of catching this virus, don't go out there then. Don't be around the people that are not wearing masks. 34,000 for ventilator patients to the state. Exactly. Anybody that goes on the ventilator, they're just doing it to make money at this point because the government is paying cha-ching, big amount of money. Nurses laid off March until July. Yeah, because there's not patients. There's not people coming into the hospitals because there's not really the media is hyping this up. They're eating it up. They know that election time is coming around. They want people to be angry at the government, you know, that the government should have handled it this way. The government could be doing this better. Okay, maybe the government could do this better. Maybe if we had a different administration, they could have done things better. But the government's not God, okay? The government is, period. They're not God. They can't control a virus. So why are we blaming people for a virus that is man-made? And that no one, could you control the virus if you were a leader? That's what I would tell those people that are blaming the government or blaming people. If you were in power, could you stop it? Could you just do that? I can't say that I could do that. I can't say that if I had even if you had the best dynamic plan, even if you had the best plan, you can't stop a virus. It's a virus. It's man-made. It's airborne. It was created. So we need to shift the mentality. The mentality that this is going towards is all about a hidden agenda. People can't see it. People are letting fear take over. But this is all about it. Oxygen and sunlight kill the virus, and they want us inside our homes. Exactly. You're outside. The UV ray lights from the sun is not going to get... People are like, well, if you're out there in those 4th of July groups and stuff, you know, you're breathing. Honey, do you know how much oxygen is in the atmosphere? It's going to carry those particles out. It's not... Now they're saying that it's a danger to be around people outside. They want people not to be together. They don't want families to be together right now, because families being together, friends being together, us coming together is like people waking up. So they create this fear, conquer, and divide. Everybody stay isolated. Everybody stay in your little bubble, because that way what you see is like you just pay attention to the news, the media, and then you're brainwashed, basically. It's like it creates fear. So, you know, they actually had done a study in, I think it was Italy or somewhere else. Like this was like in the 1940s and stuff. I think it was when tuberculosis was really bad. And they had found that a lot of people that were inside places, like these hospitals that had bed after bed lined up for people that had tuberculosis, they couldn't treat it that way. They started putting like tents outside and have patients go and expose to the sun and outside while they had the disease, and they found that they got cured like fast outside. So again, I'm just giving you some little tea here. You don't have to believe me. Again, I'm not trying to come for you for your beliefs. If you believe that you're going to use a mask and you're going to do that, I'm going to boost my immune system with vitamin C, with elderberry, with zinc. I'm going to do everything that I can, treat my body good, drink liquids, but I'm not wearing a damn mask, okay? And if you want to throw me out of your establishment, you can go ahead. But if I do wear a mask because I need to go to Gucci or somewhere, I'm just joking. I'm going to definitely be wearing that lace mask, that bougie lace lingerie type of thing, mask, whatever, because I'm going to breathe. And if you have a problem with it, oh well. So anyways, yeah, I always trust spirit, and I trust the things that are going on. And I have been out there already without the mask in stores and stuff, and I've been okay. I feel like if you're going to get it, you're going to get it. At this point, we're all going to get it at some point. And I'm not just trying to create fear, but saying the obvious. You're going to get it at some point. Some people are going to make it. Some people are not. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. This is something that God is allowing in the universe. It's happening now. It's just like the flu. Some people get the flu. Some people die from the flu. Some people get herpes. Some people don't. I'm just saying. It's all boils down to hygiene, washing your hands, being clean, keeping your distance. If you are wanting to go out and you're paranoid, keep your distance. But the mask thing is never going to work. You cannot suppress people like that. There's people that just can't wear it. I'm one of those. I can't. And if I do, I'm wearing lace. So I'm just reading the comments here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. The swine flu. Thank you. A history lady. Now the news is like, I just saw it myself. Now China, apparently there's an H1N1. Remember the swine flu back in 2007, whenever it was like 2009 when it hit. Now it's coming again. It's coming again, supposedly. It's mutating. Oh, my God. The sky's falling. Oh, my God. The sky's falling. This is what it reminds me of. Like, people are just freaking out. They're freaking out that the sky is falling. Like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. Like, people, when did we become such pansies? Okay. Like, grow a pair. Like, you need to wake up. When did we become so weak? And people are going to say, well, this is like a virus. This is a super virus. This is not like the other ones. I lost somebody. My heart goes out to you. I understand that you may have lost people out there, family members and stuff. But you can't live in a bubble forever. Life goes on. People have to be strong. I just wish that, everybody could see it from that standpoint. And I'm saying it because, and I hate to use that word because it's harsh, pansies. That's what we're asking. Like, we're acting like a lot of us that are, a lot of people that are scared. Like, if you have a pre-existing condition, have somebody go and shop for you. There are apps out there. If you don't have a family member to go to the store, have the apps. There's apps that now in the bigger cities that will bring it to you. If you have to go out, wear a mask if you want to wear a mask. But use common sense. Like, it's all about common sense. I don't agree with the beaches being shut down. It's like 4th of July doesn't feel like 4th of July. It just doesn't. And it sucks. It sucks because, here we are, 4th of July. It's supposed to be freedom, and we're anything but free right now. Anything but free. We feel like we are we're oppressed, like other people are in control. Where is our freedom? Why, so it's like 4th of July doesn't even feel like 4th of July. It's crazy. So no, I don't believe that the beaches should have been shut. I don't believe that people should have been, allowed not to be around their family members. There's people that died in the hospital that they didn't even get to say goodbye to their loved ones. There's Black Lives Matter still, Breonna, the Breonna case. People have forgotten about her. Like, hello, we've been focused so much on the fear of the coronavirus. Oh my God. What about all these other movements? What about, like, people are forgetting it's all an agenda. It's all an agenda. That's all I can tell you. And it's going to blow up sooner or later. Like, all of this is going to go down. The truth is going to come out and it's going to go away. Thank you, Tracy. Happy 4th America from Canada. Right. Rich Roots says people die of pneumonia every year. Every year. We're all going to go. Like, people are trying. I understand that we want to live as long as we can here in the physical world, right? But we're all eventually going to transition someday. Some people will transition in a car accident. Some people will transition from food poisoning. Some people will have cancer. Some people will have heart attacks. You can't escape destiny. 2020 is about truth. Even famous YouTubers are being exposed. Yes. Yes. Famous rich YouTubers that have made dirty money off of people. Will still feel like it with family tomorrow. Yeah, like I say, if you want to go, hang around, what you do in your house is your business and your property. And if there are people out there that are being, nosy and reporting you, like that, like, to me, it doesn't make no sense. If you are a family and you want to get together in your backyard and do whatever you want to do, since when did the police or people have that authority over us to tell us what we can and cannot do right now? Like, really? That makes no sense. Debbie Marie, if I look at it this way, if it's my time to go, I'm going to go one way or another. I won't live in. Exactly. Damn right. That's the way that I see it. I'm not going to be fearful. I'm not going to fear getting the virus. If I get it, I get it. I saw some manipulation going on in social media recently, and it really pisses me off. Where people were like, this one guy that I follow, he was like, my niece got COVID. And he started showing all these text messages. And I could see like the agenda and stuff that he was promoting out there of getting people to wear their masks. And he was like, my niece has it and she's like really in pain. Okay, but she's texting you. If somebody is like really sick, they're vomiting, they feel like, and the text messages didn't show her name or emoticon, it was just like a text message screenshot. She was like, Uncle, I feel so sick. I'm in so much pain. Like, I feel like this is horrible. And I was like, really? A person that's sick with COVID would be texting somebody else? If you're that weak and sick, I know if I'm sick and weak, I won't be on my phone, right? So you're not obviously dying or that sick like you think. And it's like, they're doing things like that. And I'm looking, I'm like, what, why? If you're really that sick, you would not be picking up a phone, honey. If you could not breathe, you would not be picking up a phone, texting other people. So people are like jumping because it's the cool thing to do now on social media, to freak out other people and make it an example. It's like they're brainwashed from the media. So I'm like, these text messages that he was sharing, from his family, he's like, I don't like to share text messages about my life, my personal life, my family. But dude, you're sharing them and you're striking fear in people. Like, that doesn't make me scared. I'm over here seeing the BS through it. And he did it like 2 or 3 days in a row. And he's like, wear your mask. Wear your mask. And he's wearing the mask. And I'm like, seriously? Esrael says, you're spreading false info of COVID. No, honey, I'm not spreading false info of COVID. It's the truth. It is the truth. I never said that it was false or it's not real. But it's definitely a lot of the stuff that I have said. You need to check your facts before you come here on my live. Because a lot of the stuff that I've been saying, scientists, your scientists out there, the people that you believe out there that have done the research, have actually agreed with what I said. And I said it before they said it. Okay? So get your act straight and come with me when you read it. Okay? So I'm just letting you know. I'm giving you the tea. If you don't like it, you don't have to be here on this chat. You don't have to come to my channel. Yeah, like it's lies. Like a lot of it is lies. Those tests that are coming out positive, tell me, how can you have a test that is positive and you have that virus in you? But supposedly now the virus doesn't affect you. It doesn't cause any aches, chills. You don't have any symptoms of the virus at all. All you have maybe is just the positive test. Those tests are being rigged. The tests are rigged. It's come out in the media. It's the truth. The tests are being rigged to show positive because every time it's marked like a positive, it's cha-ching. It's a cash grab for people, for these cities, for these huge things. So it's like, by those of you that have to leave. So it definitely, that is the case. Like a lot of these are testing false positives. We had a group locally where I live, a group of people, they had a community center open for them to go test, free testing. Honey, this was like Black Friday on the day after Thanksgiving. People were not socially distancing. They were not wearing masks, and they were in line to go get a free test. They probably didn't even have symptoms of it, but they just wanted the test because it's the cool thing to do. This is the the blind leading the blind. So yeah. Tanzania President John Magufuli secretly sent specimens from the fruit quail and go to lab testing for coronavirus disease in humans. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of things that are coming back as positive, but they're not really positive. Like if you catch the flu and you've been tested positive for the flu, people have usually symptoms of the flu, meaning like you vomit, you get sick, you feel body aches, chills, fever, you go through the gigs, girl. But then you have people now with this virus that supposedly it's a different strain, blah, blah, blah. And that if you have the virus, you don't have any symptoms. You can be a carrier of it. I'm not going to even go into it. It makes no damn sense that you would have a virus that can kill people, but you don't have any symptoms of it, but you carry it. What? Wake up. Like, wake up. Yeah. And have you heard about the tests and how they test you for it? One of the tests, like they shove something all the way up to your brain. I'm like, I'm not doing that. If I don't have symptoms and I don't feel sick, I'm not going to get tested for it. I'm just reading the comments here. So yeah, the test, like I have been tested one time in my life for the flu, and they stuck that long swab up my nose all the way, and it was uncomfortable. I felt like they were going to go all the way up my eye, like past my eye, and make me blind. But it is all for manipulation. It's all control. So if you are someone out there, you want to wear a mask, wear it. I'm not wearing a mask unless I have to, because I have to get something. It's a necessity. But you're going to lose my business if you force me to do something that I don't want to do, and I'm not going to do it. And if you throw me out because I have a lace mask, you're losing my business and my money. And that's how the mentality, and a lot of people are going to go out of, that's why businesses here in Texas are not pushing the mask, because they know that some Walmart employees got harassed. Like, so I have a friend that works at Walmart in one city, and she told me that there was a group of people, the door greeter, he was like, well, you can't come in if you don't have a mask. And they were like harassing him. They threw stuff at him, and then some of them wore it. And then when they got into the store, they took it off to shop. I'm like, how are you going to manage people? Are you going to have a patrol, a staff member in every row of every store of your store, patrolling and being the mask patrol? You don't have a mask, you need to leave. You can't shop here. Seriously? You think that Walmart would like, the top echelon would like, people in their store not to shop and bring those items, and check out? And that's money that the store is losing. People, like, yeah. I don't get it. I don't condone the fighting or attacking someone because they're asking you to wear a mask. But I also don't feel like you should be forced to wear one. And the people that are afraid, they need to like stay home. If you're that afraid of catching it, what are you doing out there? Because let me tell you, the same people that are crying here, I'm just speaking the facts, that are crying about, well, the mask helps and blah, 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 and it prevents this and it prevents that. Those same people were outside without a mask. Those were the same people out there without a mask during the quarantine, going out there doing the most, going out to the beaches, going out to the parks, going out and hanging out with people. And now they're like, you need to wear a mask. I went to the ER 2 years ago for a gallbladder pain. They gave me the test up my nose was like long. Yeah, that's the one they gave me. I argued with the nurse, but they wouldn't admit me otherwise. It's so gross. So gross. But there's people that have died and families weren't even allowed to go to the funeral home to say goodbye to their loved ones. It was only a certain amount, a few people that could go. And even then they couldn't even have a decent ceremony. Like, is this what we're really living in? Is this the nightmare? And this has nothing to do with the government. Like, people are saying, well, it has to do with the government, and they could do this better, and they could do this better, and they could do this better. The government's not God. They're not going to control this. Like, you can't control something like this. You can isolate, you can do this. Diseases are never going to go away 100%. They're going to always be there. Always. Ebola is still out there. SARS is out there. All those viruses that we had, H1N1, they're all out there. That's why they're coming back. They never have left. But is everybody freaking out because, those viruses exist? Mm-mm. This year has really been like, I've never really said anything, but at 38 years old, this year has been the year of hell. Like, it's really a horrible, horrible year. Horrible year. It's been horrible. Yeah, my best friend has a grandma that is in a nursing facility. They're going to go have lunch outside her window for celebrate her birthday. Tell me how that is their grandmother. That is a pivotal person in their life. They want to spend time with her for her birthday, but they have to spend time outside the window of the facility eating birthday cake. Is that what we really have gotten to? We've become so afraid, and we've let entities and people that are like the deep state control us, that truly we are just like, it makes no sense. Like, Fauci and all of them, they're all in that. Fauci is all in that. They're all corrupt. Like, his little smug face whenever I see him, I can't. And Pelosi either. Ugh. Like, those two people in particular. If you believe Pelosi's a good person, honey, I don't know what to tell you, because she is a demon. She is literally the epitome of hate and hatred. She has her own agenda. People don't even like her grandson or whoever is like in California that's trying to run for, I don't know what, he's governor or whatever. People don't even like him. Exactly. If you have faith in Jesus, you have faith in God, nothing can hurt you. But like I said, you can't live in fear. And this is why I came on here, to kind of spread the message, give you some tea, help you to gain some strength. Somebody said herpes. I use that as an example. I mean, like, seriously. When AIDS first came out, people were freaking out because they thought they were going to get AIDS if they just breathed air from someone that had it. Then they woke up, and like, now you can be around someone that is HIV positive or has AIDS, and you treat them like you would treat anybody else. Why are we treating people any different because of this? Like, it makes no sense. But watch, after the election in November, Watch how the media is no longer going to spin the narrative of the COVID, the second wave, the COVID numbers, the people dying from COVID. It's like you're not going to see it anymore. So you're going to see less and less and less of those, the media scare tactics. When the protests were going on for Black Lives Matter, you never saw anything about COVID in the news. Trust me. You never saw about the numbers. There, people were focused. The news was eating it up. They were looking. They were just like, oh my God, the vandalism for CNN, the vandalism on, you know, this and this and this, a Target and Walmart. But you never saw anything about the virus itself. You saw people, you saw everything in the news about the marches, the protesting, everything else. And I told you guys, someone said, what did her, Ghislaine Maxwell was arrested. Yes. And I had said, and on my Patreon Platinum, if you haven't joined, you need to join. Let me drop the link here before. But I had said there that this is gonna be a year where a lot of that cabal is gonna be exposed. And I had said that a lot of women were in this elite. You think that it's just men, that these filthy men, these powerful, filthy individuals that are just like scum that are part of this ring? Honey, no. There's females that are part of this. Just like she was caught, there's other people. I can't say names and stuff, but there's other people too that are part of this. Celebs, people that are governors, people in power, the wives of these rich men, things like that. So just be on the lookout. You're going to see a lot more, a lot more. Thank you, Chelsea. She says Patreon is worth it. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I'm teaching over there and that I'm sharing. Excuse me, my throat's drying. I don't have water here. That I'm not actually able to share on YouTube because I'll get demonetized or they'll put limited ads, whatever, you know. So it's like I don't even make money off of my videos here on my YouTube channel. Like there's really, if I mark something as to be monetized, they're going to demonetize it. That's how it's been. But yet you have somebody like Shane Dawson, right? And he can say whatever. He can be racist. He can make pedophilia jokes and all that kind of stuff. And YouTube didn't say anything. And YouTube paid this man and made him a millionaire. $30 million. Seriously. $30 million. And that's the kind of crap that we're having to do. We're being censored here. Yes, my channel is it's growing. Yes, I'm getting, you know, I'm very thankful for all of my rays of light, but it's like, at what point are they going to delete my channel for speaking the truth? At what point am I being censored? You know, it's like the control there is obvious. If you're not making the money, if you're, you know, they elevate and promote these people that are actually the darkest, and they are these now celebs and stuff, and they promote drama channels more than they do us. And all these drama channels with these people that are on payroll for certain other people, you know, they are blackmailed, they're on payroll and stuff. They are the ones that are being glorified. And then us small YouTube channels that speak the truth, excuse me, we can't even, you know, get seen. A lot of you are like, Ray, I didn't get notified of your videos. I didn't know that you were live. I didn't know that you had put out a new video until I go and look. That's the reason why. Because they have algorithms, they know. But in Patreon, I share the key. And if you're a Patreon member, you have access to it. I'm going to be closing the $1.99 tier soon, probably within the next week. So it's $10 a month if you want to sign up, if you can. But it's well worth it. I'm teaching mediumship, psychic development, all kinds of videos, candle magic stuff. I'm going into depth and everything. And if you can afford it, you can. If you can't, you can't. But that's where I'm going to be sharing a lot of my content. And I'm so thankful that I have a platform over there that I'm building up as well, because I don't have good vibes about YouTube in the direction that it's going. And I honestly feel like eventually it could end up shutting down, like eventually. So I'll see you over there on Patreon if you want to, you know, check out what I'm going to be putting out today, etc. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for spending some time with me. I'm sorry if I pissed off some people, but I'm sorry, not really sorry. Like Demi Lovato writes, sorry, not sorry, that song. But I mean, you take what you get. What you see is what you get with me. And I'm not here to put a, you know, a facade or to say one thing and then, you know, I'm being very truthful. Either you like me or you don't. And if you don't like me, what are you doing here? Okay. So, but the bitter Topangas, as one of my fellow YouTubers says, they're always watching from the, and they're the ones I'm going to give him a dislike. But whatever. Anyways, guys, have an amazing, amazing rest of your day. Have a good, safe weekend. Have fun. And stay tuned to the videos that drop tonight. All right. I love you. Bye.